This video is going to demonstrate for you how to simply and easily create your Google Docs form in order to accomplish this project. So the first thing you want to do to create your form is to go to your Google Drive space. And I'm just going to type this into the search engine, Google Drive, and you can see that the address is google.com/drive. If you don't have your Google Drive set up, you can go ahead and do this on this particular screen. I have my Google Drive set up. I'm going to click on that. It shows me all the files I have in Google Drive. Google Drive is the cloud service that I have been using for many years. So I have, it is full of lots of folders. Yours might not be quite this complicated. And just like your life might not be as complicated as mine. Anyway, that's probably a long story right there. So what I'm going to do is over here on the left, the red button, I'm going to click on New, and I want to create a Google form. You'll notice it does not show up as one of the default documents, but if I click or hover over the word More, it is the option that right now has the purple icon, Google Forms. So I'm going to click on that. And here we are. The first thing I'm going to do is title my form. I'm clicking up there at the top. I'm going to call this Resource Submission Form. Okay. And I'm going to title it, well, I'll just keep the default title right there, Resource Submission Form. So I want to create a form with 4 different questions so that the users can submit the information I need to be able to access a recommended resource and also have a little bit of a description about it. So the first thing that I'm going to do, you'll notice in the form it created one question by default. I want this to be resource title, so the title of the resource that they're going to provide. And I don't want it to be a multiple choice question, so I'm clicking over here and I'm going to want this to be a short answer. Okay, so that's the first one. I'm going to create a new item underneath that, so I'll click the Add Question button, that little plus, and this is where I want the users to paste the web address to the resource. And again, I want this not to be multiple choice, but to be a short answer. My third question I want to have them, or on the form, is I want them to select the type of resource. And for this, I want it to be a drop-down, so I'm going to select drop-down as the option. And so they can select web page. If that's one of the options, they can select website, an entire website, if that's what it is. Or they can select that it's a document of some sort that they have a link to, or perhaps a specific image. I know that can be a document as well, but for the sake of this form, I'll separate it. Or maybe it's a video. And so these are all going to show up in my drop-down selection for the user. You can add as many of these labels as you want. These are the ones that I think should be at a minimum, but you might have some other way to arrange this that would be different. Okay, and I like that one. Okay. I'm going to click back in my form now. Whoops, click over here. Click on that one. Resource title, web address, type of resource. And then the last one, I'm going to add one more item. And in this case, I'm just going to paste what I want this to be. I have it in a text document. A description of how it might be useful as a class resource. And again, this isn't multiple choice. This is going to be a paragraph. So there you have it. So now I created a form with 4 different items, and I'm going to be embedding this in a web page. I do want to point out before the video ends that here is the form with the questions. The responses allows you to see who has responded, and this information is going to be going into a Google spreadsheet. So I'm going to click on the Create Spreadsheet icon here, and you can do this at any point after data are submitted. And here I'm going to say create a new spreadsheet, and it automatically titles it with my form title, and that is fine. So I am going to click on create, and now that spreadsheet, here it is with no data. This spreadsheet is now tied to my form, and if I want to go back to my form, I can just click on the edit form button from the spreadsheet, and here I am. And just to show you that this is on my Google Drive, I am going to go back to, let's see if I can click the back arrow. This is my forms home, and this document is now in my Google Drive, and I can move the document wherever I want to inside of my Google Drive if I want to keep it organized in a folder or something like that. So there you have it, quick and easy. The next video is going to show you how to embed these into your into a page in your Google site.